All right, guys, back here with another installment. First, I want to appreciate anybody that's tuning in. This has been a journey for me as well, and I hope you can get something from these videos. I've really been having a good time making them, although I haven't been consistent in the upcoming weeks. Please expect that from me and hold me up to it. Today's leg day incorporated leg curls, leg extension, and squats. I'm still dealing with some knee issues, but nothing that will stop me. Just a little slowdown. As you can see here, my squat has a big butt wink in it, but I'm working on fixing it. Please share this, subscribe, give me some super thanks, man. Enjoy the video. We'll see y'all.
What do the kids say nowadays? Not rage.
Crash out?
Crash out.
Crash out, yeah.
What do the kids say?
Shout out to the kids. Gotta love the kids, man.
No, but I feel like when you're trying to be sober,
Yeah.
like it's boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sobriety is boring, bro.
It's so boring,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you're constantly stimulated. You're constantly like your dopamine levels are so high
Yeah.
that you have to keep increasing it every time
Mm-hmm.
because you.
I'm sober. My wife said, you need to, like, what is your guilt?
Yeah.
I always have a way to take out your aggression. I don't know.
You gotta have one or else.
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Definitely. Same.
I would think that that's got to help. It does.
Yeah.
Takes me down a level or two.
That conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like you to get back into that. Like, for example, for you personally, your
Yeah.
surroundings and all that.
So I was trying to talk about addiction earlier.
Yeah.
I learned this on my own.
Yeah.
So a lot of children, they're raised by their tablets.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to your question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just need to add some background.
Walk the dog, man.
Walk the dog. So a lot of children, they're raised by their tablets.
Okay.
So they're overstimulated. So
Every time too. Constantly.
constantly. A lot of children. I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 12.
Okay.
And then I started smoking weed like 15, 16.
Okay.
And then I started drinking when I was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
So at a really young age, I was already stimulated. I was already exposed to substances too. And so I never understood what a base level was. So as an adult, once I quit drinking and once I quit getting high with THC and other things, I realized what a base was and I was uncomfortable.
Two more. Give it to me. Come on. Now. One more. You're gonna add one more. One more. Don't move. One more. One more. One more. Now.
Okay.
So the base.
So
What does the base consist of?
the base is like no stimulation, no dopamine, no
Crutch. Crutch.
crutch,
Crutch.
no crutch. A lot of young men, they start having sex at a really young age.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Let alone smoking weed, let alone drinking alcohol, let alone smoking cigarettes. So I think that when people live in a household that is full of depression and anxiety, they already start seeking outside.
The base.
Huh?
They already start seeking outside the base.
Yeah, they start seeking outwards for comfort. So they've never actually sat with themselves to try to understand why they're feeling that way. Because they start experimenting so young. So to round up this conversation is that you might come from a house where your dad was abusive. You might come from a house where your mom wasn't very present. You might come from a household where you might have been like sexually molested, which is unfortunate. And those feelings that you feel, some people, they don't sit with those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
They automatically start having sex, start using substances. And so you have a 13-year-old mind in a 30-year-old's body. You know what I mean?
You never grew.
They never ever like worked through those emotions.
Yeah. So working through these emotions, those emotions is evolving. That's what it is.
It
part
is
of
evolving.
you know?
It's very painful.
Too painful.
You know what I mean?
Very.
It's a lot for a child to manage on their own.
Yes.
And so I'm not validating anything. I'm not saying that it's okay. But on the contrary, it's also not good for you either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of family members that were abusing drugs at a very young age because they had been through things. It's not their fault that that happened to them. But now that they're outside of that environment, now it is their responsibility. Now they have to rewire their own brain.
Absolutely.
They can no longer blame prior circumstances to their current situation.
Parents, family, environment, for sure.
So yeah, that's a really long-winded explanation.
No, I loved it. And also, what do you call it? We see that too often. That have you ever talked to somebody and they had a reaction that was almost infantile?
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, what?
like
it makes you feel like,
yeah, like
bro, chill.
exactly. Like I used to see you, like for example, my boss.
Uh-huh.
He's really a alpha man. He's a leader and all that.
Yeah.
But every time somebody disagrees, it's like he loses that masculinity, that strength. He loses it. He almost, even his voice gets higher in pitch, like almost like reverting to his kid self.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So clearly, whatever argument were probably a big thing in his household or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like nobody really gets to a point where they should be if they don't deal with that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a very complicated like scenario.
Yeah.
Because every situation is different.
Yeah. I also believe that if you do not learn your life lessons, that's where reincarnation happens.
You keep going through it.
Through it every
over and
time.
over again.
Fuck.
You repeat the same cycle. Yeah.
And the sad thing is that life will go on, you will have kids, and you put them through that cycle as well.
Same shit. Over and
Until
over again.
somebody stops it.
Yeah. You could say that your kids are the reincarnation of you.
Absolutely. It begs the question.
Like when I was, drinking and smoking, whatever, like I felt like I was a shit. Nobody could touch me. You know?
Exactly, same. Bro, please. Expand on that, man. Oh my God. Because like
Liquid courage.
it really is, bro.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, I remember we're talking about our good friend Gabe here. Now, Gabe Madju, he's like a 6'3", big Mexican guy.
Yeah.
Every man should be wary of him.
Right.
But when I used to drink
You're like, I could take
with him, I could take, like, I literally had that sense. But in reality, Prince, you're gonna get smashed.
Were you drinking Hennessy or what?
Yeah, come on. No, actually, we had a mixture called Petronacy.
Petronacy? Oh, no.
But what do you call it? It really is, man. Like, that false sense of confidence.
Yeah.
Soon enough, you realize it's false.
That's why they call it spirits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because something's overcoming
you.
That's
Yeah.
just not real. That's not you.
It's not you. It's not you. It's real. It's all a delusion, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And then another thing too, I didn't know what alcoholism was until I literally looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
When you have one drink and you feel good and you can't stop, that's alcoholism. I didn't know that.
And most people are functioning alcoholics.
Yeah. Like literally, I would have one drink, and I would literally feel like I took an energy drink,
And you want more.
I would get like,
Energized.
I would tap into that,
Yeah.
and I just thought I liked to drink. Seriously.
You just thought you were having a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
But no, that shit was alcoholism.
absolutely. Let me see. Wow.